Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the V8 mamod project. I now need to form a manifold for the exhaust pipes. So I'm going to use some of this 1/2 inch brass bar. I need to drill right down the length of it. This 10mm bit, as you can see, which is about 200mm long. And I'm going to do that on the Colchester. Desired depth I need. That's how deep we are. We're about 6 inches. As you can see with the length of the drill bit. I finished the manifold to the steam engine. Next thing I've got to do is a holder that elevates it off the base. So I'm just using a bit of aluminium with 12mm hole drilled in it. I was going to cut a slit in it and put a bolt through it, and that'll clamp it tight. Thing is, I don't have a slitting saw, something I don't possess, so unfortunately it's good old hacksaw. This may take some time. It's okay though, I'm not going to bore you with a full cutting through the metal thing. I'll just give you a taster. And that's enough of that, I think. Right, it's done. First one's done. Worked out quite well, so I've not got a slitting saw. And it's right tight. I think I'm going to fancy the edges up with this ball end rail. Just put like a round relief on each side just to make it a bit fancier. The project was done in the hand tapping machine over here, which I made especially for the job. And one feature I did forget to show you last time, when I showed making it, is it's also height adjustable. Not much, maybe 40mm, but it's there. That might be handy for setting the depth if you're tapping a blind hole, I suppose. See? You could just set it there. So that was interesting for you. Hello and welcome back. I've just got one more steam block to solder and I'll be with you. There we go. For this job I used this Benzomatic torch. It's very good. The lovely controllable flame. I did have a cheap one that just burst into flames, so that's no good. It's Chinese for you. Now I was using this water-based flux from B&Q, but if you put too much heat on it burns and it causes frying the joint, and the joint's no good. You have to clean it again, so I give up with that. I think you've got to use that these days on household plumbing, so I got some of this waxy flux off eBay. It's much better. It's done the job lovely. Let's turn that off. Right, now you can see the manifolds I was making before. Took me about 5 hours to do all this pipe work, bend it all and solder it all. So it's been fun. So next time you see it, I think it's going to be all painted with the boilers on. Where are we? I've selected some good boilers. I'm just going to clean them up on the buffer. We don't need to see that. The Mamod V8 is all now been painted. It's turned out rather well. Jobs left to do yet are pipe up the other boiler, as you can see. It turned out rather well, and keeping the original colours helped to make the model look authentic. I think I'll put you out your misery next time by firing it up, or I may run it in using another engine. Right, it's finished. Well, 99% finished. The remaining 1% is it doesn't actually run on steam, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think I've found out what the problem is. It's the regulator. And you can see it's got a very tiny hole, and also a very tiny hole there. So I need to open up these holes to an eighth maybe, and put larger pipework on the boiler. You can see the regulator there. So I need to adjust them to make it run on steam. But in all the excitement, I couldn't wait, so I rigged it up to her, and it does run on her. Well, that was interesting for you, and thank you for coming along on the journey with me. I hope you enjoyed that.